Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Holloway. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams...
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got room. Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Jags are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On second down, it's Walker.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, 17 carries, 83 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Lawrence going to throw again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back to Walker on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hall. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Walker. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They run off tackle right with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Lawrence will throw. And a completion to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, The first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Steps away. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice the 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
On first down, Lawrence.
Finding Williams once more, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. The Rams are able to avoid the 0-3 start as they pick up their first victory on the year. From there, we head eastward to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. The Colts looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll drop this down to Williams. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys with much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Second and 5 now. Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Now Lawrence.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake. Touchdown, Jaguars! From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close.
Ball has it knocked loose.
But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, what a juke into space. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards.
And the Jaguars have taken a fourth quarter lead.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper. Goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 28-24, and time a huge factor. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
Touchdown! A great play there. 65 yards.
And the Jaguars use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the focus shifts to the Seahawks offense. Trailing by 4. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expected it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.